Have you ever noticed that as we grow older, our physical strength fades, our resilience weakens, and our emotional thresholds seem to drop? Have you ever wondered why some elderly individuals seem surrounded by heavy energy, a kind of invisible weight that affects not just their health, but their entire aura? Welcome back to the channel, a place where timeless spiritual truths meet the modern challenges of everyday life. I'm your host, and today, we are diving into a subject rarely talked about but deeply significant. Why does negative energy, often called yin energy, seem to increase as we age? And why is Buddha recitation considered the most powerful protection during this stage of life? This isn't about superstition, it's about energy. And understanding this can not only change the way you view aging, but also offer you a path to strength, clarity, and spiritual light in your later years. Let's begin with a fundamental reality. Aging is not just a biological process, it's an energetic transformation. In youth, our bodies are full of yang energy and warmth, age, movement, expansion. But as we age, that energy gradually contracts, our circulation slows, our breath shortens, our bodies cool, the fire dims, and with that shift, a space opens, sometimes filled with peace and wisdom, but also, sometimes, with shadows. These shadows are not evil, but they are dense, heavy. They manifest as fear, loneliness, regret, illness, and sometimes even emotional numbness. In Eastern medicine, this is known as the accumulation of yin energy. And while it's natural, it must be balanced. Because when left unbalanced, yin energy can pull us into despair, confusion, isolation, and a sense of disconnection from life itself. This is where the power of Buddha recitation becomes not just helpful, but vital. Why? Because chanting the name of the Buddha, especially metaphysics, generates light, and light balances darkness. It calls forth life force, reignites warmth, it invites clarity. Let me take you into a story. There was an elderly man named Mr. Lin who lived alone in a small apartment. His children had moved overseas. His wife had passed away. His days were filled with silence. Over time, he noticed that even when he tried to enjoy things, everything felt gray. Wood lost its taste, music lost its beauty, and sometimes, he felt like he was slowly disappearing. And one day, at the local park, he overheard an old woman chanting quietly while walking. Her presence was radiant, her eyes were alive. He looked older than him, yet her steps were lighter. Curious, he asked her, "Why do you chant?" She smiled and said, "To remember I am more than this body, to invite light into this fading shell." That one line changed his life. He began to chant not for miracles, not for religion, but to bring warmth into this cold heart. Within weeks, his sleep improved, his mood lifted, his memories softened. Most importantly, the apartment didn't feel so empty anymore. He said, "And now, when I chant, I feel like someone is sitting with me. Maybe it's the Buddha, maybe it's just the light I forgot I had." This is the power of sound, of vibration, of intention. The name of the Buddha is not just a string of syllables, it's an energetic code, key that unlocks the inner sanctuary of peace. And as our physical form declines with age, our soul becomes more ready to awaken, but only if we give it the right nourishment. Let's explore what happens during chanting on an energetic level. When you recite Shmishaba, you create waves of subtle, invisible vibrations that move through your cells, your aura, your environment. These waves break up stagnant energy. They flush out negativity. They warm the inner channels that may have grown cold with time and sorrow. Buddha recitation is like spiritual sunlight, and for elders whose inner skies have grown dim, this sunlight becomes medicine. Let's take this even further. Elderly individuals often experience what spiritual teachers call soul fatigue. This isn't just physical tiredness, it is the weariness of decades of accumulated emotional weight. Lust greens, betrayals, deaths, guilt, his chances. These don't just vanish, they stay in the energy field, slowly hardening like invisible armor. Chanting becomes the chisel. Each repetition breaks down a layer, not through force, but through resonance. The more you chant, the lighter you become, not because your body gets younger, but because your spirit gets freer. There was an old man who lived in a mountain retreat. He was 92. He walked with a cane, but chanted with the strength of a lion. One visitor asked her, "Why do you still chant so loudly?" She laughed and said, "Because my voice is what keeps the ghosts of regret away." She wasn't talking about literal ghosts. She meant the shadows of our past, the moments that could have haunted her but didn't. She faced them with the Buddha's name on her lips. You see, chanting isn't an escape from aging. It's a celebration of transcendence. Saying, "My body may wither, but my light can grow. My bones may ache, but my heart can sing." Let's talk about fear. As we age, fear becomes more subtle but more persistent. Fear of death, fear of abandonment, fear of losing control. These fears, if unaddressed, become energetic blocks. They keep the light out. They feed the coldness. They turn peaceful silence into haunting emptiness. Buddha recitation melts fear. Not by denying it, not by sitting beside it, by breathing into it, by bringing the presence of the infinite into its trembling corners. The name Chmichabas literally means infinite light. So when you chant it, you are not just saying a word, you are summoning light over and over again, until that light becomes part of you, till fear no longer controls the atmosphere of your heart. Let me share another story. An elderly woman named Mai had been bedridden for years. She was sharp-minded but deeply depressed. One day, her nurse introduced her to Buddha recitation. At first, she resisted. "What's the point?" she asked. "What?" Slowly, the nurse encouraged her to just listen. Each morning, the nurse would chant while cleaning the room. After a month, Mai began to hum a line. A month later, she chanted out loud. 3 months in, she smiled and said, "I haven't felt this light in years." Her condition didn't change. Her spirit did. That's what matters. Chanting won't always fix the body, but it will free the soul. And isn't that what we ultimately want as we age? Freedom, peace, lightness, sense that we are not fading away, but transitioning into a higher state. Let's remember this truth. Aging is not a decline. It's an invitation to drop the weight of the world, to let go of the masks, to return to essence. And Buddha recitation is the sacred vehicle for that return. So if you are growing older, or caring for someone who is, start chanting, even if the voice is weak, even if the words are mumbled, even if the mind is foggy, because the chant is not about perfection, it's about intention. Each syllable is a light on the path. Each breath is a step toward home. And to those who feel like it's too late, it's never too late. As long as breath remains, so does the door. So does the light. So does the Buddha. Thank you for watching this video. If this message resonated with you or someone you love, please share it. Let us build a community where aging is not feared but embraced, where the elderly are not forgotten but honored, where light grows even in the twilight years. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more wisdom, stories, and support on the sacred journey of life. May you be peaceful, may you be light, may you be free.